Listen at that. Tell her, Granddaddy, I fixed you up with some good Christmas music, didn't I? You got that on tape with the CD? That's CD. Jim, you got it decorated good in here, don't you, girl? That's good. Right. Yes, sir. You don't have that on tape? No, that's John. John can make you one though. John, come talk to Granddaddy. John. Granddaddy wants you. Yeah. My man, John. Hey, little girl. What you got on your head? A wig. What you in? Too late now. She love the girl. What's up, man? What's up, man? Is this reflections in the house? Looking at the camera. Oh, you don't know nothing about that, girl. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they're doing to it. Well,
I got a game like the men.
So good. You handle it all by yourself, huh? Here comes Santa Claus, y'all. What you making of, sister? Yeah, that's smart people. They sitting right beside the food. So when they say, Jesus' name, amen, they can take care of business. Go back here. Yeah, gracious, that food look good. Thank you. Look at me. Where you at? Look at me. Hold it up. Hold that thing up. Now, I'm going to warn everybody before you have a... Will you spit it out? Or something. Jen prepared all this food. So you eat at your own risk. Jen. Your own risk. What you have to say about this? Say what, Jen? The mud does not help. I couldn't get him to eat it. He ain't lying. You gonna put the egg down? We're gonna let Granddaddy John. Grandma Wendy, what you got to say about that? Yeah, make it look a little better. What y'all whispering about over there? So stupid, tell me something. Well. All the way down to her footsie. Granddaddy, you just did a show today, huh? You did a show today, huh?
crazy. Good, Coco. You see your granddaddy? Pretty good, pretty good. How you doing? Y'all come on in.
Mama had left and she missed the part when we gave you a part. She said when you started singing, she was
Just leave a present right there, cuz. That's Caribbean. Yeah, that's Caribbean. How you doing? Fine. Tyrone, what's up, baby?
What's your problem? Hey, Miss Lady, how you?
No charisma. How about you, mommy? How about you? What you say, boy? What's your name? You know that?
First present is for Janaya Nicole Malone. And Grandaddy John. Come on right here. What you get? Oh, man. We need a garbage.
What you doing? Get into the night.
Oh, that's nice. This is great. Hey, y'all got a bag of stuff in? That's from Janaya. I mean, to Janaya's from... What's she get? What's she get?
Does she like it?
That's from Grandma.
She don't appreciate nothing.
All right, y'all, make some room so people don't have to step all over. There's a hole right there. Check back.
Right there.
There's a hole right there. What's up, brother?
Go on.
All these are from Grandma and Grandaddy John, okay? To Jasmine. Where's Jasmine? Jasmine. Okay.
Go, Jazz.
All right, we're going to open up a little quicker now. We got a long way to go. To Janae. Is Janae here? There you go, Janae. Let's see here. To Jasmine. Wow. All right, let's open up quickly. Let's go. Let's see. Woo, they wrapped up, aren't they? To Jasmine. Oh, look at that. Color time. Let's do it. All right. All right, let's see what Jasmine.
Come on, kids.
Oh, look at here. Uh-oh, we might want to show those later. Oh, okay. All right, Shella got color time.
All right. Get it out of there, Jazz.
Kennedy. To Francis. Francis. There you go, Francis. All right. To Cool, Mr. Cool. To Lexi. All right, let's see. What you get,
ain't be there after.
All right, checkers. What you getting, Francis? All right, let's see. Is this to... Yes, Tyrone. All right, let's see here. Who we got here? The Mustang. There you go, buddy. What y'all get? Let me see. Hey, look at that, y'all. Yeah, funny. That's funny. Don't like funny. Yeah, right. Boy, somebody's gonna win the press. All right, Sarah. You don't like funny. Take a bag up there. All right, let's see what happens. Here we're from Grandaddy John. Everybody said, wow. Wow! All right, here we go. Come on, Brian. Yeah. That's the Grandaddy. Okay, I thought it was. All right. From Grandma Wendy. All right. To the Patricia. Hey. Get out of here. Come on, T. No, don't tell us no, man. All right, it's in. That's good, Foster Greg. Oh, okay, Greg. Hey, George. It don't get no better than this. It don't get no better. Grandmama is great. Give us some cookies. Hurry up, Corey. Hurry up, Corey. Hey, you want to know what? Somebody just got a pause. Real life, man. Somebody just got a pause. Somebody gonna come up and talk. They gonna do a pause.
Granddaddy John.
Okay, let's see here. Brian of water. All ain't right. Wait on the Lord, man. He said, we're going to
Your mother and sister Jamie.
And you know, everyone else got one $5 bill. One $5 bill, but I had to give you more. Correct? Is that correct? All right. Merry Christmas. Jerry. This is the Jerry. What's Jerry? Ooh, Jerry go. Well, she got Jerry. Well, all the time. She lays up Ooh, this is good. Great baby. Sister Nikki. Sister Nikki. Let's see. Can't give Santa love. From the wife his hands. Give Brian from the wife his hands. Yeah, Santa Read it, Brian. Read it. Read the name, Brian. Brian, that's what it's going to do. Nobody's so big. Hey, give all heads something all right, Ozzy. Go on once. I'm sorry. No, you missed it up. They're going to all the time. Right. Look at she got a little bow. Let's get it. look good. Enjoy this gift that was worn by my mother. All right. All right. Thank you. I got quiet on that. Yeah. That's big. That's quiet. Some of this, right? Wow. You got that big, mama. You gonna force people out with that one? Yeah. All right. That's good. Give me a hand. Right. Come on. You gotta agree a little bit there, girl. We ain't gonna get no more style in here. All right. This is the Grandaddy John. Love to you. Yeah. That's real quick. Lower to the sports section. Okay. Sports section. John and Virginia, right? This is wait a minute, Granddaddy. Granddaddy trying to stall. Look at Granddaddy. To Brian Warner. Oh, thank you. What you got there, John? What's this? Another internet cool. No, it's going like it is. It's going like it is. Good going, see? Oh, you get deeper and deeper. John, Jerome, and Tiffany. Where's mine? John and Cynthia. This is good, see? We're going to go on something. Merry Christmas, Dad. Love you. You doing super. I'm talking about you doing word all right.
Wrapping paper with newspaper.
That's good. Oh, yeah, I need. This is nice. Handy. I need these. Yeah. All right, let's see what's good in his name. Let's see what you got here. It looks good here. Let's see, Tim. What you get, Daddy? Handkerchief. All right, handkerchief. All right, wait a minute. Let's see, hold on. That's good, Daddy. That matches shirt.
You know, I didn't have any money.
I understand, sister. I can testify that one too.
that I needed to give to the people that I love. But I just want you to know that I had a lot of help with this. I want you to know that your father-in-law went to his backyard for me and pulled this vine down and chopped it down with an axe. Yes, he did. And I tried my best to do it.
Good. Come on, let's get to you.
Because I tried to make it, and I tried to make it round, but it would come out round. So Sister Sarah could stand.
Yeah, well, you Sister Sarah here.
Arrange your flowers.
This is a gift from Tyrone to Warren, okay? Now Tyrone, come on, explain yours. This is Tyrone. Look at here, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. Full time. That's crystal clear, isn't it?
Me and T went out this morning.
This is good.
There's a place called Vito, Alabama, where they have spring water coming out the rock. And so me and T got some jugs and decorated.
That is wonderful.
Give them water from spring.
Don't drink that water, one. Yeah, it brought through the field. Yeah. That's probably hey. That's right. Hey, Brian, y'all spread out. You're crowding my space. All right, y'all, let's go. Hey, Brian. Hey, Brian. This is Warner. Hey, while we on that note, you got to show them what Daddy got for Jim. Look at that. Okay, the most of them is bad. Hello, you did good. Tyrone and Daddy. Open it up, Daddy. Oh, y'all. Sweet potato pie and a little bag of nuts. All right.
pull my nickname quick? The gin from Monique. The gin from Monique. Yeah. All right. Okay, right. This is Grandma Winnie and Grandaddy John from Tiffany is wrong and not. Let's see what Tiffany there got. The gram is for Marshawn for me. Alright, Jerome pulled Marshawn's name. Alright. This is to Queen from Tiffany. To Grandaddy. Oh, okay, this is that's no, Josh just ain't it. Josh be giving some good gifts. That's one of the reasons why everybody comes together. They always look good. The Jasmine and Janae from Sister Catherine. The Francis and Avita. The Janae from Sister Catherine. Sister Steve from Sister Cat. That's a big. Sister Sarah from the Cat. All right, let's open those real quick, please. The blue from Jamie. The food from John.
There you go.
Now you're thinking out the Son of Man coming. I'm ready.
Y'all see him? Here?
Yeah, that'll work.
Open the door.
Yeah, I'll be too cold on the back. Yeah, be too cold on the back.
Oh, no, we'll put the baby down here where it's burning up.
It's already. Well, I'll do the best I can. You ready?
Yes, sir. There you go. Okay, so there you go. So they sit right there. There's no air. There's no air. I want to do right.
Friends, there's a song in Sacred Selection 278. Tell me the story of Jesus. I'm going to tell you the story of Jesus. Now, some preachers might begin with Matthew 2 and verse 1. Jesus was born in Bethlehem in the days of Herod the king. Or they might run over that to Luke 2:7. She brought forth her firstborn son, wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid in the manger. But Preacher Harris will begin with the book of John 6:38. Now watch this. Jesus says, I came down from heaven, not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. John, if you go out tomorrow and you meet a man on the street and he says, I came down from heaven, you get out of his way. Yeah? You get out of his way quicker you can. But Jesus could say that and tell the truth. He did come down from heaven.
Amen.
And one time I was preaching in a certain place, we baptized a young man, and he was in the Bible class and I was teaching it, and he said, Luke 2:7, concerning the birth of Jesus Christ, he said that is the first time Jesus Christ is known. He didn't exist before he was born in Mary.
All right.
Well, I tell you what. My Bible says in the book of Genesis 1:6, God said, let us, that's the plural, let us make man in our image. That's another plural.
Yeah.
And therefore I understand that Jesus was there with God when God created man and God created his world. And over there in Matthew 17:5, Jesus Christ said, talking about his Father, he says, Father, he says, glorify thy Son with the glory which I had with thee before the world began. All right? Jesus Christ was back there with God before the world began. And I want to tell you another thing. He was with the Israelites. In 1 Corinthians 10:4, the Bible says they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Christ. So Christ existed before he was born of Mary. And in Genesis 1 and verse 1, in the beginning, the Bible said was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. And the 14th verse says the Word became flesh and dwelled among us. We beheld his glory, the glory of the only begotten Son of God, full of grace and truth. The law was given by Moses, the grace and truth came by Jesus Christ. All right? So I do know he just had that thing wrong. And over there, you know, the Jews were talking to Jesus Christ one time about how great their ancestors were. And they look at Jesus, they say, you're not 50 years old. Well, I want you to know Jesus Christ was older than anybody in that bunch. Yeah. That's right. He was older than all of them. You know what he told them? In the book of John 8:56, he said, your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it, and he was glad. And dropped down to the 15th verse, and before Abraham was, I am. Yeah. Before Abraham came to the world, Jesus Christ was in the world. And in the book of Colossians 1:16, you need to make a note of this. All things were created by him and for him. Yeah. And him refers to Jesus Christ. And when he told Abraham, I am, he talked in the book of John 10:36, says, I am the Son of God. That's right. And let me go through a few things here before I close out concerning Jesus Christ, tell the story of Jesus Christ. And I got to put this in. In the book of 1 Peter 2:22, he did no sin and neither was guile found in his mouth. And I run over that. I know you run around the side. All right, John? Yeah. If I run too fast, you come and get in and catch me. Right. In the book of John 8:46, Jesus Christ said, which of you convicted me of sin? And nobody could do it then. That's right. And you can't do it now. That's right. And I tell you what, I got a translation. Good to have a good translation. translation says, can any man prove that I'm guilty of sin? Why? The answer to that is no. Nobody can find that Jesus Christ was guilty of any sin. He did no sin, and neither was God found in his mouth. And sometimes you meet a religious group, and they say, we got priests in our church. We got priests in our church. When we sin, we go and confess to the priest. And I want you to know that they might say, well, Jesus Christ, he was a priest on earth. There's just one thing wrong with that. It's just not so. Because in Hebrews 8:4, if he were on earth, he should not be a priest. Jesus Christ is not a priest when he was upon earth. That's right. Now, another thing Jesus Christ did was unique. He walked on water. Yeah, he walked on water. One time, a man was trying to prove people like he could walk on water. And he had it all set up there, you know. And he said, well, watch me, I'm going to walk on water. And he went over there walking on a plank, and all of a sudden, down he went. He didn't realize the little boy used that for a swimming hole, and they took those planks out of the way, and therefore he went down. That's right. That's right. You don't walk on water. Let me show you something, John. Just like you go to Matthew 14:26, the Bible says concerning Jesus Christ, his disciples saw him. That's something they saw. Saw him walking on the sea. Brother Harris, didn't you say he walked on the water? What is a sea? Is that buttermilk? No. Sea is water. I'm rightly dividing the word of God for you. Another thing he did, in the book of John 2:11, he turned water to wine. Yeah. You take a bootleg, if you could turn water to wine, man, he'd have some money showed up. That's right. He turned water to wine. And here's another thing, he did miracles. How you know John Harris did miracles? I know because I know a little bit of the Bible. In the book of John, he says, this man, now John did no miracles. He was a great man who did no miracles. But when you got to Jesus Christ, the Bible says, this man, Jesus Christ, did do it many miracles. Not just one or two. And I tell you what, if you ever meet a man, and he says he could perform a miracle, you tell him, let's go out to the cemetery. Oh, I'm not told. I don't go that far. Well, Jesus Christ went that far. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Bible says that they heard that he had done this miracle. What miracle? The raising of Lazarus from the dead, that was a miracle. Yeah. Jesus performed that miracle. That's right. That's right. And I'll tell you another thing. Jesus Christ raised the dead. I want to point out a young man in the book of Luke 7:14. Jesus Christ said, young man, I say unto thee, arise. That old boy got up from there, man. That's right. Jesus Christ told him to get up. He had to get up. And I want to work with Lazarus a little bit. Now watch this. In John 11:39, Jesus Christ was gone to take care of the situation in the raising of Lazarus. And they said, he has been dead 4 days. What does that cut in the figure? He could have been dead 4 years. The master gonna get him. He's gonna get him. He said, where have you laid him? You just tell me where you laid him. I'll take care of the rest of it. And he got it right here. He said, where have you laid him? And the prayer brought Jesus Christ where he was. He said, Lazarus. And why did you use the word Lazarus? Because that's something in the name. Yeah, he didn't want the whole cemetery to get up. But he wanted the man by the name of Lazarus come forth. And the Bible says, he that was dead came forth and loosened and let him go. Yeah. He was ready to do a little traveling then. And another thing, he gave sight to the blind. I baptized a blind man by the name of Hale. But I don't know how long he's been blind. But this man, as a man in the book of John 9:2, he was blind from his mother's womb. You can't be blind any sooner than being blind from your mother's womb. And Jesus Christ was the greatest church builder the world has ever known. Got all kinds of church builders all over the country. Yeah. But Jesus Christ built the best church. In Matthew 16:18, he says, upon this rock I'll build my church. That's the best church to get in, live in, worship in, and die in. Is that right? And over there in the 19th verse says, Lord is concerning the church. He calls it the kingdom in one way. He calls the church in another way. So that's the same thing. All right. Am I right about it? That's right. And notice this. In Psalm 127 verse 1, he said, the Lord builds a house. His labor in vain that build of it. Now, if I had a blackboard, I put it on the blackboard, and I'll ask a simple question. Is that plural or singular? Singular. Y'all been to school. Y'all didn't tell me that. All right, now, I got it of that. Now, let's see, can I get a few hits? I run over there to Isaiah 2 and 2, come to pass in the last day, the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established on the top of the mountain, and shall be known above the earth, and all nations will be it. I decided to go for the Lord, the word of the Lord, from Jerusalem. I want to run over there and get some more hits. The Bible says in the book of Daniel 2:41, Daniel says, it shall stand forever. And you know the church of Christ will stand forever. He says concerning those religious organizations built by men, Jesus Christ says in Matthew 15, he says concerning those institutions, he says they're going to just go on down. That's all it says. Make it short. That's right. And if that which my Father hath not vanished shall be written up. The written days are coming, my friend. And I tell you another thing. He loved the church. I'm going to show you how to capitalize on it. He loved the church. In Ephesians 5:25, husband, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church. And another thing, he purchased the church with his blood. That's right. Acts 20:28, take heed to yourself. And all the followers of which the Holy Ghost has made you overseer to feed the church of God, which he purchased with his blood. That's right. And I want you to know we are members of a blood-bought institution. Yeah. The blood of Christ is a great thing. Yeah. In 1 John 1:7, the blood of Jesus Christ, his Son, cleanseth us from some sin, cleanseth us from all sin. And I want to show you how to capitalize on pronouns. Yeah, now, I tell people this. I say Christ is the head of the church. They say you have in the Bible, Colossians 1:18, he's head of the body of the church. Now, if I'm teaching a Bible class, a man says, I'm just wondering about this. He is head of the body of the church. That's the Pope of Rome. How in the world that could be the Pope of Rome when the Pope of Rome wasn't born when this thing was made? Right. That's right. Let me tell you something, my friend. You got to know how to handle this thing. Now, when he just wondering about it and just guessing about it, who is the he? He's head of the body of the church. Well, I want you to know that sometime you go to another verse and throw more light on it. I know where to go. I'm not lost. I know where to go. In Ephesians 5:23, it says Christ is the head of the church. All right. I know the word he refers to Christ, but sometimes somebody can't understand that. Yeah. But all I get what? Understand. But I want you to know when you go to Ephesians 5:25, say Christ is the head of the church and the Savior of the body, then you've done what the prophet said in the back of 2:2. He said, make it plain. That takes the guesswork. I never preached that sermon. I took it out, didn't I? Yes, sir. I know how to take it out. I'm not going to have people baffled. Last but not least, people like to hear that because see, he's going to get through. You know, I tell them, I say, it won't be very long. I said, now, I'm not saying I'm almost through. I'm just telling you about a song. It won't be very long. All right, now, last but not least, I want you to know in Matthew 17 and verse 20, I want you to know Jesus Christ sent the apostle alive. In John 16:13, said, he's the spirit of truth that come, he guide you in all truth. And Matthew 17:20, believe on me through that word. So the apostle was very important in bringing about Christianity up on the earth. Now watch this as I close. I believe I'm safe in saying, last but not least, Jesus must be loved, but he